I am joined here in the studio by Laska Nygaard. Laska, thank you so much for being here with us. You were here a couple weeks ago talking with us about a sculpture opportunity in Heritage Hill, and now you're back because there are these home tours that are going to be happening almost exactly a month away in the Heritage Hill neighborhood. For folks who are not familiar with the Heritage Hill neighborhood, you know, it's kind of iconic for a lot of us here in Grand Rapids, but if anyone's not familiar, what is that neighborhood all about?
Right, so Heritage Hill is this wonderful area near downtown that in the 1960s and veering into the early 70s was almost destroyed by urban renewal. Where all these old houses that were first, the oldest house that's still standing is from 1843, and then built throughout the last part of the 19th century into the 20th. And these homes were saved by people who loved the homes. You know, they went through a period of people moving out of homes, and during World War II, these single-family homes were converted into apartments and sort of not taken care of as well. And a lot of people came together, formed Heritage Hill Association and a foundation that was there at the time, came together and decided, let's save these homes and let's build a whole community.
Yeah, and when you pass through that area, that was one of the first things that I heard about when I moved here was, oh, you got to at least drive through this area, if not walk through the area. And we've got some video and some pictures that have been playing. You know, if you haven't seen these homes, they really are something to look at. As far as these tours, this is something that's happened before, but you're once again offering it for people to actually go inside of these houses. What can people expect if they participate that weekend?
So this year we have 6 amazing homes, 3 of which are from longtime people who've been involved in making the home tour. This is the 54th annual, so we've been doing it for a long time. It's been a big part of keeping the neighborhood alive and vibrant and growing. And what you will see is everything from stepping inside of a home that our oldest home, for example, it happens to be one of our staff members who offered it up this year, and it's a beautiful, like, I think it's called, I'm not always great at this, like a 4-square revival. I don't write the brochure, Kate Diedrich does, thank goodness. But it's got this incredible staircase, and they moved into it about a year ago, and so that one they're bringing back to life. And that spans all the way to one of the homes that we have that's on the northeast side of Heritage Hill. It is a home, I believe it's from 1908, and not only is it the home itself like a museum inside with the woodwork and the fireplace and the hand-printed wallpaper and the custom carpet, but it's full of antiques, such as from Thomas Edison. Wow. It is some relic light bulbs that he actually worked on. Wow. So just an amazing variety of homes. We have homes that are very small and intimate, and yet have these amazing features such as a wonderful fireplace that you come to, and it's got this gold leaf that envelops you over it, so really cozy. Another home that's an arts and crafts home, filled with hand-printed wallpaper and furniture that was made by the original homeowners, the builders of the home, this Lifetime Furniture Company. And all of these people too are just lovers of art, so they're filled with art and crafts that the people have acquired over the years. And so amazing stuff.
Yeah, really cool. And I feel like, you know, architecture and history is always, you know, interesting to people in the community, but I feel like especially now, especially with younger people, you know, being able to look at homes and learn about them, I feel like is a really trending thing right now, especially as you're thinking about your own home and what you want it to look like. There's such a fixation with antiques and interesting architecture and everything right now. And so this is happening on May 17th and 18th.
Yes,
We've got the details here, happening both days. Tickets kind of vary depending on if you're going to buy in advance or you're going to buy that weekend. What will that kind of just experience look like for people? Is it kind of just go as you please, or is it guided? What does that look like?
So the tour is on Saturday the 17th. They go from 11 until 6, and then on Sunday, until 5 on Saturday, and then from 1 to 6 on Sunday. And all tickets are online on Eventbrite, so you can go to our website, heritagehillweb.org, and find them on there. And the tours are, you will go to the home and you will hear a lovely description of maybe the owners and what you'll see in the home. And then people will just pass through the rooms in a defined order and usually out the back. It depends on the home. But just have some time to look around and experience, and you can immerse yourself in an idea of what it would be like if you had lived back then. And it's neat too, because the homes have, some of them, like I described, are almost like a museum, like you're stepping back in time, and others, they bring a contemporary sensibility into the home at the same time as they really respect the artistry of what was built so long ago.
So cool to be preserving that history. And that's what this is all about. When you're buying a ticket, your money is going back to the Heritage Hill Association. And what is that, providing just for our community as a whole?
So for the Heritage, we really want to show with our tours and with part of the work that we do to educate about how historic preservation can be just a driver for not just a community, but the city beyond it. So we feel that Heritage Hill, when everything was preserved, it helped create this area that people want to come visit, people want to come live in, and that has been a benefit to all of Grand Rapids. We love having events too in our parks and sharing them, inviting everybody in the city, far and wide, to come. Shakespeare in the Park, Movie in the Park, we're going to have later in the summer, events like that. So it's so neat to live in a historic neighborhood that is also really investing itself in the broader community and in the world we live in today.
You're paying to do something in our community, which is then enabling other things to happen for other people to enjoy. Really cool. Again, you guys have that all up on your website and on social media. There's the dates and times, again, if you're interested, about a month out from now. But Laska, thank you so much for joining us again. I love being able to talk about all these community events happening, especially that the weather is probably going to be even nicer by the time we get to that. So it'll be great to be walking around. We hope, of course, that there's no rain. Thanks so much for joining us again. And we'll keep tabs on this event and remind people of it when it's a little bit closer.
Great, thanks.
Awesome.